Today's all about wreaths. I'm going to show you lots of different styles of wreaths, starting with these two. Come on into my kitchen with me and I'm going to show you this wreath hung above my mantle, as well as this beautiful evergreen wreath. Come on and follow me. Here we are in the kitchen of my 1880s farmhouse, and aren't I lucky to have a fireplace in my kitchen. I love entertaining in here, and so I always use an opportunity to decorate it whenever I can. I've created a beautiful fall wreath out of grapevine and bittersweet and rose hips and PG hydrangeas, pheasant feathers from my brother Bob or my neighbor Doug, thank you very much, and eucalyptus, which is a green that we buy but dries really well, and another greenery called grevillea that gives it a little bit of extra pizzazz. And it will last easily through the winter, and to make it more Christmassy, I'm just going to add a few evergreens to it that I clipped off the trees in my front garden. And I would just stick them into the wreath at the back of it and let them poke out onto the beautiful caramel colored walls. And beneath it is a collection of some of my copper lusterware that I've collected over the years, which I love, and copper trays and the beautiful lamps that were from a church. That's a mica shade so that they glow yellow. Here's a variation on the theme of the last wreath that I just showed you. This one we start with an evergreen wreath base, the kind that you can buy from the Boy Scouts, and I have added grapevine to it, this grapevine right here, to make it kind of have a little bit of exuberance rather than just that flat round space. I think one thing to think about in our work is that we try to break the boundaries, the circular boundary of the wreath, both on the outward dimension and then this way too. But I think it just gives it more vitality and a sense of excitement and drags your eye around the wreath a little bit better. So I put the grapevine in first, and then I followed the line that was created with all these beautiful rose hips. And then I have, again, eucalyptus and PG hydrangea, same as what was in the wreath right before, and pheasant feathers, and pine cones. So basically it's a lot of the same materials that were in the wreath right before this. And this would easily last me from, like the beginning of December through the end of January. This is a wreath I call the wildly romantic wreath. It has dried peonies and roses, wild birch twigs, and sprayed gold eucalyptus and pine cones. I started with a grapevine base from wild grapevine that we gathered from around the farm, put in the birch twigs to give it a little bit of line and a little bit of action, and then gold eucalyptus, and our hand-dried peonies and roses. We dry them in silica gel. Wildly romantic, and I think it'll be beautiful in my house. Here's another wreath style. This one is made by bunching twigs together to make the framework for the wreath, and then I just made it very simple by adding caspia to it. Caspia is an annual status that dries really well, so it just has that really simple, elegant look to it. Here's another twig wreath. This is all birch twigs. Very simple, beautiful, natural. I tuck those hips into it. This wreath will last now from the fall through Christmas easily. I'll just add a few evergreens to it and maybe some pine cones.